All right, so one thing I forgot to mention, and I'm just putting it here at the beginning, was these do flip open, and you do get the missile pods that a lot of people are saying it's false advertising because these don't launch. So yeah, just thought I'd go ahead and point that out, that I forgot to show that off in the video. Just trying to get it done for you guys because, yeah, 20 minutes. So thought I'd point that out. See you in the rest of the video. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton at Daltony95, coming with another Transformers Legacy video, and that is going to be the Leader Class G2 Universe Laser. Well, it doesn't even say G2 Universe. It's supposed to be, but it's Laser Optimus Prime. So yeah, really awesome picture here. Some false advertising. Not really. I mean, I guess kind of, because these do look like, they don't look like regular missiles. They look like those little pegs from Battleship. That's what it reminds me of. Those little white or red pegs that are used to mark whether you hit or missed a target. So, oh, that's what it looks like to me. Not too upset about it. Would have been nice if they were actually blast effect points instead of, you know, clear translucent missile pods. But really nice image there of him in robot mode, truck mode, on the back. 30 steps between robot and cab mode, which we'll get into later. You got the tanker trailer, you get the base that it can form. Of course, there's his QR code if you want to scan that. And you get the Autobot side of the poster, I guess. I'm assuming Galvatron has the Decepticon side showing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this open. I do like this packaging kind of for at least the leaders, like just the way it's angled and everything. I might keep this. Deluxes and Voyagers, I'll toss them, but I think I might keep the leader boxes because it actually does look cool. So, yep, let's get them open and check them out. And here we have Laser Prime in truck mode, looking absolutely awesome. I love this look for him. And of course, yeah, he starts out in vehicle mode out of package. So yeah, quick look here. He's got, the trailer is pretty much what you'd expect. Gray plastic with this weird greenish brown black plastic. I don't know why they're going back to using that color with, with black. It doesn't fit. Like you can see here, the paint doesn't match the plastic. Even the painted plastic doesn't match the black paint here. I don't know why they can't just use black paint to black plastic. Anyways, got some painted red bits here for the details. Of course, for all those guys out there, silver painted rims. Also got silver for the exhaust pipes. Nice flame details here, kind of mixing the Reveal the Shield with the original, which had just a fade to black, which I think I like the flames a lot more. Got the silver for the grille, some yellow paint around the housing of the headlights, nice blue plastic for the windows. And just take a look at the cab itself. You got this bit of red plastic for, I guess, what would be the sleeper section. I'm not sure if the truck this small would have a sleeper. It's probably more of a housing for all the cables and braking systems for the trailer on a real world truck. You got some nice blue paint there. Got a G1 Autobot symbol, but I recently got the Toy Hacks upgrade to fix that up. Of course, you got the sword stored under here. A little bit of robot stuff shown. Not a lot. But yeah, I mean, fairly simple looking truck mode. As for the trailer, like I said, not a lot going on with it. You got some ports there for weapons. And it sits like it normally would on the G2, but bring down this trailer hitch and out comes a stand for it. I thought that was something cool that the original never had. And unlike the Earthrise one, this one turns fairly well. Got a pretty good turn radius. So you got that. And for a quick comparison, here he is with the Earthrise Prime. You can see with the trailer, nose to nose, he is quite a bit longer as far as vehicle modes. Now taking off the trailers and putting them rear bumper to rear bumper, yeah, he is still a bigger truck. And you can interchange these, although with the G2 you might want to use this little add-on from Non-F. Put that there. So you got that going on, and then with this one, plug it on, and you got a cab over tanker truck. Now, there was a rumor a while back that we're getting an Amazon Prime, repaint of Optimus. I wonder if this is going to how it's going to be. It's going to be a G2 Laser Prime with the G1 style trailer, probably with Amazon branding all over it. So we'll take these off. It'll probably be something along the lines of that. Although, without the bumper and this new guard thing. This is all from Non-F. Check out my video. I did that a while back. I think it's been 2 years now. Yeah. Been since the Earthrise toy line. So, all right, let's end the vehicle mode comparisons there. All right, so get started on actually, not quite transformation yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features of the trailer. I mean, you saw that we could store the sword underneath, but you can actually open up the trailer much like you would with the original G2 Laser Prime, and we'll go ahead and get into the whole base mode. So flip this out of the trailer hitch and bring out this little claw. It's just folded up like that. Let's bring that out, rotate it on this ball joint, bring this down, and flip back this for the turret. And there is the base mode. Now, there is a spot right here, 2 little slots for these 2 little tabs on the sword. We'll just go right into there. And there's a spot there for the axe, and then another spot here for the sword. So you can switch which side you want them on. The axe has these little conjoined slots here that'll just plug into there. Now, show where it stores in vehicle mode. There are 2 little slots right there between the legs. So that will plug on, kind of look like a 5th wheel, even though there is no 5mm port. Would have been nice if they had done that, but at this point, what are you going to do? Just complain like everyone else with Hasbro. Especially one other person I know. So, plug that back into there. So you got that. So we'll just put that off to the side. The turret, this whole thing does rotate. It is just on a 5mm post. The claw does go up and down, so you can have them parked right here. You can put some Micromasters on here and have the repair station work on that. It does an awful lot more than just, oh yay, it opens. I mean, originally, but with the Non-F stuff, it actually does a little bit more. So, put off to the side. Like I said, this also rotates up top. Would have been nice if they had included something that looks like the little missile launcher or the disc launcher, but not the end of the world. All right, so for Prime's transformation, it is partially Earthrise because it uses the same leg transformation, although there is some remolding. I will show that here in a minute. But to start off with, go ahead and collapse the fuel tanks in like that to form the thighs, fold out the toes and the heels. Then from here, untab these side panels that will allow you to bring down the legs. Flip down these flaps, but that's still 5mm port from Siege. All right, and then from here, go ahead and lift up the cab, bring this whole section down, actually straighten out the arms, then bring this section down. That will allow you to open these, bring that out to the side just like that for the time being. And from here, just kind of flatten this out to open that. Actually, you want to keep those up. Hang on. Actually, no, keep them down. Bring this whole chest section up, and it helps if you rotate these shoulder. The fake grill, if it doesn't pop off, it is just on a hinge. Really wish Hasbro would still use metal pins on parts like this. And of course, like the Siege Seekers. Then from here, we bring out the forearms, bring them up, and around. Actually, I want this up here after you start the transformation. So you want to bring that, I'll show you on the other arm, so it's a little bit more clear. So just bring this around. I'll kind of soft tab into place. For some reason, my shoulders like to slide out. So there's that. Collapse this down, fold that down. All right, so from here, bring it out 90 degrees to where it's just, you can't even see that. So bring this out to here, then fold up this flap, then fold that in, and make sure the arm or the bicep is all lined up. All right, and then we'll close this down. That will tab into place, rotate the waist around. Then from here, we'll fold the head assembly up and around. Then from back here, flip down these little jetpack details. That will just collapse on his back, and that's it for the back there. Collapse this shoulder. Then from here, bring this section up. That will allow you to flip out the hand. Collapse that, this side, up, out, rotate, and rotate. And there we've got, as soon as you split the legs, the Legacy Laser Prime. And he looks pretty good. Like, I'm really excited how he turned out. Now, it looks a little less good if you flip up these flaps and you just see how low his shoulders are and how skinny they are. So flip those down. Now, I believe someone altered these to where you can rotate the front end of the truck, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, you can still get some decent range forward and back. But a lot of really nice details here. You got some nice silver for the launchers, a little bit of yellow for the shoulders as well. Some nice blue paint and the kind of close match to the gray. But then down here you've got two different shades of red plastic, so you get this weird, I'm guessing this is that nylon plastic that's really difficult to get paint to stick to. Then you get this brighter shade here on the forearms, painted blue hands, nice blue paint on the head as well. Let's raise this up so we can get a good look at that. He does have light piping, if I can. There's a way to get it, but it's just not wanting to cooperate. But you got translucent blue eyes, which right here looks dead. Of course, the silver mouth plate, silver crest. It's a nice silver on the chest itself, which does flip open. And there is a matrix in there, so we'll take our tweezers, just pop that out. And there is our matrix. Now comparing that to the one from Earthrise, just open that up, take it out. So here's the Earthrise and here's the Legacy one. So you can kind of see differences with those. I do kind of like the shape of this one more, but it is a very, very thin matrix compared to the Earthrise, which is more defined. But still, it is way too small for him to properly hold. Like, you can just barely hold it like all the others, just barely hold it in his hands. I'd love for someone to make one that actually fits in their hands and, you know, a Prime that can actually hold both sides of it. I mean, this one is super close to being able to, but it's just such a small matrix. So go ahead and plug, actually no, we'll keep that out for just a moment to show off his weapons. And for the weapons, take the axe out, flip that out, and actually tab the matrix right onto there. This is something I showed off with the Delta Magnus. there you go. You can plug the weapons together to form this weird mega sword. It's a little weird. I'll go ahead and plug that back in, close that up. And, you know, paint for the rest of them is pretty much the same as truck mode. You get the silver rims, white on, or the blue on the front of the feet. You get the gray here for the waist. Now, these are remolded. Like everything that was on the back here has been changed and hollowed out. So yes, you do get some waffles, but at least it's not one-to-one the same leg. Like primarily, yes, it is, but you get this new filler piece to look a little bit more like the G2. Now, as far as articulation goes, his head is on a ball joint. I had to pop mine off because it was extremely tight, so I just sanded around the ball joint until I was comfortable with how the head moved. So you do get a little bit up and down, mostly due to this neck platform, but you do get a little side to side. It doesn't really hold. I mean, you could get it like that just by turning his head a little bit. But yeah, 360. As far as shoulders go, like I showed earlier, they go back and forward, all the way out. Get a bicep swivel, though it likes to pop off. 90 at the elbow. Ball joint wrists, even though right here they only act as a swivel. It's more for the transformation, which I still find weird. You get 360 at the waist, all the way forward, all the way back. Still really long legs. Get all the way out. Get a tight thigh swivel. Just over 90 at the knee, a little bit more than Earthrise, I believe. Let's see. Actually, nope, Earthrise does get a little bit more. So yeah, with that bit that's hollowed out there, that they actually made bigger here for some reason. So get that, get ankle tilt, and then of course the foot and heel can go in. So for weapons, as we saw, we've got his sword, which has this weird little tab on it for whatever reason. So you have to slide it in his hand this way, and then to get the good details and not the hollowness, turn it around. And there we go. And then you get his weird oval axe that looks more like a pizza peel. Just slide that into his hand. And there you go. You got Prime with his axe, which looks better than, or works better than the one that came with both Siege and, well, I like the Siege axe, but the Earthrise Centurion drone one, not so much. You can also take the turret off of here, and you can use that as an homage to the original blaster he had with the original Laser Prime. So, yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's pretty good. Backpack is very minimal. It's just the cab of the truck. There is some paint blemishing just with how he's packaged. Some of the black paint has rubbed off. There's a little bit of red showing. So it looks like they coated it with a shade, yeah, coat of, no, it's red plastic up top. So it is two different, for once, Hasbro's actually doing something right about the translucent plastic cabs. I wish they would have employed this with Jazz and Kingdom tracks. Like, you got one different piece here and then one inlaid piece. Yes, it is painted over with the borders and framework of the rest of the cab, but it's still a separate piece than the main cab portion itself. Why haven't you been doing this before, Hasbro? This is what you need to do. You've been doing it for years before this. Why did you change it with Kingdom and some of this newer stuff? I don't understand. But real quick, there he is with the Earthrise version. So you can see the only parts shared between them are really the hip pieces down. And even then, like I said, the main portions or the inner portions of the shin have been remolded. So nothing else between these guys is the same except for the legs down or the hips down. And even then the main waist portion, I guess the buckle area, are completely different. Okay, I think even the back section is different because this one's got to be longer to support the bracket for the front wheels. And this one's shorter. It's still got that little 3mm post for flight stands. So you got him with his trailer, just like that. So get him back into vehicle mode. Go ahead and start with the trailer here because that's super simple Just bring this up to here, fold that up, bring this out, rotate on that ball joint, finish that, put it out like that. And then first here is the ramp, and fold in the sides, close that up, and we'll keep that out just for the time being. Onto Prime himself, go ahead and take the sword out, so rotate it, then slide it out. So you want this hollow section with the little port there facing out before you pull it out. All right, then from here, go ahead and open up the forearms, rotate the fist to where the palm is facing up, just collapse that, and there you go. So again, open, palm up, close, and close. Then from here, open up the cab, flip open or flip that jetpack portion up, flip the head back. And from here, we extend these up just a little bit for the time being, just to get them out of the way. And then we'll collapse them for truck mode in a minute. Bring these sections out to here. And then while you're doing that, go ahead and rotate the biceps 180 degrees. Then flip this whole section up. Bring these bring this back like that. And flip these panels to where they're horizontal. Flip that section in, then the rest just goes with it. Then we close up the front end, the nose of the truck, and fold these back. And we can go ahead and, if it let us, go ahead and collapse the cab. Okay, I'm doing something wrong here. I don't know what it is. Okay, there we go. That will just tab into there. Then we bring this whole section down, like, rotate the waist, then bring it down. Then we flip up these little flaps here, collapse the feet, then bring these sections flush like that, and rotate this all down to where these tab into the forearms, just like that, and flip down these panels right here. Same on this side, flip that down, close up those, and there we've got Laser Prime back in truck mode. And just because it's my personal preference, plug the sword right underneath and put the trailer back on like that. And there we've got Laser Prime back in his truck mode. And I really like this. I did just recently get the Toy Hack stickers, so I'm definitely going to be applying these soon. I mean, just that right there, that makes me happy seeing that. I'm going to be putting that on the trailer for sure. And you're going to get some of the GT logos, some inner details here, different license plates, some more details for the cab and the trailer. So yeah, really looking forward to putting these on him. So be sure to check out possibly my Instagram when I get that done. But that being said, I'm really happy with this Laser Prime. I cannot wait for any potential repaints. We already know Black Convoy's coming. Maybe there'll be a more, show accurate or even original toy accurate version of Scourge, that has the proper like blue and gray chest with the better details around it. Maybe, hopefully. And I'd really, really love a new Toxitron out of this, just to call back to that canceled 2003 repaint. Maybe Takara Selects Ultra Magnus, like the G2 Ultra Magnus. Something like that. Just be really nice to get that. Definitely not Year of the Goat Prime. That was probably one of the ugliest primes I've ever seen. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out all the links down in the description below. All the channels I usually give a shout out to. Be sure to check out all my other Legacy videos so far. This is the last one of Wave 1 so far that I've got. So, Well, I mean, I say so far, but I'm not getting Galvatron because I've already got him. So, I've already got Blaster through Kingdom. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.